It's actually kind of cool with the way the sun is warming up the cables and the trees. You can see these really cool snowfalls after a perfect snow like this. Whew. Man, isn't this otherworldly? I mean, there's no way this has ever happened before. It's something else. Here, I want to share some of this too. Oh man, look at the way the snow is just, and the light is coming through this aspen tree. Holy, beautiful. I mean, wow. Wow. It's like every piece of all this has a connected organism, you know? And everything here in this moment is a photograph. For sure. Look how cool this is. It's just got a little bit of a sag to it. Wow. It's funny, you know, before the family headed off to school and things like that, there was this conversation about how a lot of this is, you know, to be expected this time of year and just another snow. And yeah, I guess there's a little bit of a memory about being kind of in that place where things were somewhat cast over, not really looked at directly. You know, where maybe we weren't really paying attention to what's right in front of our face the whole time. But it really can't be looked over. There's no way. It's like, it's almost overwhelming in the vibrancy. I mean, just seems to hit you somewhere, just all the way in is what it feels like. And so that would be kind of fun to share a little bit of that with everyone and this beautiful winterscape. And you know, something's coming up in terms of, you know, maybe wherever you are right now, if you have the ability safely, you know, if you're not driving, just stop what you're doing for a second. Just freeze and see if you can perceive the exertion of the mind, of this construct, the exertion of these pieces that are somehow, it almost might feel like something is pushing outward. See if you can feel that. Just pause. Bring it a little closer. Do you feel it pushing out, maybe beyond arm's reach? Do you feel it casting itself out like a sense of vision over there? Or maybe a sense of time saying something about maybe in the future? Now see if you can take that feeling, maybe, and bring it in a little bit closer. This pushing out of perception, this out there feeling. And come a little closer. Doesn't have to look a specific way, just let it come in. Maybe it's about arm's reach at this point. See if you can notice what the vision is doing at that distance. Let your eyes drift. Not quick, reflexive, intent focusing, yet just let that vision drift a little bit. What do you notice on the periphery of that vision right here? For some, it will feel like a ring as you pull that attention inward, or rather, allow that attention to come closer, to not be exerted outward with this frame of thought, this frame of vision, this construct of out there. Maybe it's coming inward a little bit. Can you let it come a little bit closer? Do you notice the ring of perception in the visual field? Like right here. All the way to the edges, right on the periphery. Do you see that subtlety? Can you feel that subtlety? Do you see and maybe feel the intersect of sound and vision there? And maybe something else that's sensed? Yeah. And see if you can allow it to come a little bit closer. Just a real healthy, pregnant pause. And while we're talking, we'll go back to some of the landscape. Pull it in. Is any of that happening out there at all? Is anything separate? Is there anything actually at a distance? Or can you allow that perception to come closer to home? Can you feel it at the tip of the nose? Can you feel how all of this is just right here? Notice the breath, maybe sensations, sound, not broken into pieces. There are no objects, nothing separate. It's just this. Yeah. And just play with that for a little bit. Maybe something was vivid there for you. And thank you so much for spending a little bit of time this morning with me. Out here, in here, over here, right here. Appreciate you all. And keep that sense of perception close today. See what happens. And thanks again, guys. I'll talk to you soon.